Start by sketching your shapes lightly until you get your shape to a point where you're happy. It's always better to start lighter and then to increase your value. Make sure you're taking into account where your light source is. This will help you figure out where your highlights are going to be and where the shadows will fall. Adding shading to objects helps to give the forms shape. It's what helps make your shapes look like they are 3D. When shading, it helps to follow the shape of the object. So in the sphere, I'm creating rings that mimic the shape of the original circle. The goal with every shape is to create a gradient effect when moving from your lighter values to your darker values. On the bottom of the paper, you can see I've added my value scale so I can reference my range of values to use on the shapes. I have also labeled my shapes so you can see the highlight, the reflective light, and the two parts of the shadows. Reflective light is sometimes seen right where the object meets the surface it is sitting on. The light is bouncing off of the surface and reflecting on the shape. Objects have a cast shadow, which is the shadow that extends far past the object, and then a core shadow, which is the darkest part of the shadow, generally closer to the shape. On the cylinder and the cone, you see me adding in very light lines that look like I'm creating a value scale on the shapes. Again, the goal with every shape is to create a gradient effect when moving from your lighter values to your darker values. Ultimately, this will help your shapes end up looking more 3D. You can always go back once you've applied your base layer shading and use your finger or a paper towel to help blend the pencil to create a smoother look. This week, I want everyone to take 5 to 10 minutes and practice shading basic shapes. Make sure you're working on smooth transitions between values and really paying attention to where light hits objects and how that affects the shadows and the shading on the objects. Thank you all for watching my video on basic shading techniques.